Assalamu alaikum everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing good. In today's video I am going to make my signature Sawaiyan, so don't go anywhere and stay tuned. So I'm going to take 1 tablespoon of desi ghee. I've got homemade desi ghee. So I'm going to just put this over here in the wok. So the next step is, I've got these Sawaiyan over here, as you can see. Now I'm going to break them and I'm going to add them to the wok. Just like this. I'm going to do some small pieces and add them in. Now you don't want to have too big of vermicelli pieces. It's better to have the smaller the better. So as you can see, I'm going to put all of this packet in the wok. I'm going to fry the vermicellis a little bit. So as you can see, I have fried the vermicellis a little bit. Now I'm going to add one quarter sugar. This is any sugar you can use, doesn't matter. Now I've mixed the sugar with the vermicellis. Yes, they're flying everywhere. Although I cleaned my stove like yesterday, and thanks to these flying vermicellis, so you can see the mess, so excuse me for that. Now I'm going to add half cup of milk powder to the vermicellis. Yes, it's not going to dissolve too much, but trust me, it is worth it. Okay, just be careful while mixing. So as you can see, I've mixed almost all of this pretty well together. I'm going to leave this aside now and go to part 2 of the recipe. I've got whole milk over here, and I'm going to use this to make the syrup for it. So I am going to use almost all of this, 1 liter. I've got 1 liter and I will be using all of this. So I've got this 1 can of condensed milk, and I'm just going to open this, and this is going to go half cup. I'm just going to make a rough judgment about that. So I'm going to mix this really well, so the condensed milk gets easily dissolved in it. So I'm going to add 1/4 cup of milk powder in this, and just be careful that you have to mix really well so that it doesn't make any lumps. So as you can see, the powdered milk and the condensed milk is properly mixed up, and there are no lumps in the milk. Now the next step would be for me to add some corn flour. Remember to mix corn flour in cold milk or water, otherwise you would have to face a lot of lumps and it's going to get a bit messy. So I've got this 3 tablespoons of corn flour, which I'm going to mix. I am mixing in cold milk, trying to avoid the lumps. So I've been mixing this a while, and you can see that the milk is also evaporating a little bit. So now I'm going to add the corn flour, the mixed dissolved corn flour, to the milk. Remember to keep stirring, because you don't want any lumps. Oh, this is getting nice and thick. Nice and thick, yeah. As you can see, this is nice and thick. Last but not the least, I'm going to add half cup of cream. Okay, so meanwhile this is nice and hot. What I'm going to do is that I'm going to dish it out. First of all, I'm going to put a layer of the sauce. Nicely spread out. Evenly done. Just a nice thin layer. Next, I'm going to add the vermicelli on top. And a nice thick layer of this on top now. Just like that. It's hot, so you better be careful. Voila! I'm going to leave it outside for a bit, and later I'm just going to cool it down and chill it before I serve. That's my meter done.